So on the last message, we talked about how we can make our winter be an on purpose winter. One of the main ways that we make our winter, any season in our life in general, be on purpose is by recognizing our distractions and getting rid of the distractions that already exist in our lives, and also staying clear of any further distractions that may try to enter our lives or try to re-enter our lives. The thing that we have to understand is that some people, some situations are placed in our lives for the mere purpose of being a distraction. That's one of the biggest tricks of the enemy, is by sending distractions, sending roadblocks, sending hurdles in your life to try to stall you from your purpose, to try to keep you off your path, to try to keep you from staying aligned to your purpose. So the biggest way that he do that, and and he can successfully do it if we are not paying attention, if we're not staying vigilant, by bringing distractions into our life. Because when you're fixated on your distraction, you're no longer paying attention to your road. You're no longer paying attention to your path. You're no longer paying attention to your purpose. You are focusing that attention on that distraction. Much like when someone can bring an argument to you, but the thing that they're arguing about is not even what the issue is. That's a distraction. So we have to understand that for some people, for some things, some situations, their mere purpose in our life is to distract us. When you know that this situation, that this person, that this thing is serving as a distraction, stay clear of it. Don't even take it serious. You can't take a distraction serious because it's fictitious pretty much. So it's up to you if you believe it. If you believe that this is actually a distraction, then you will focus on it. If you believe that this is only a distraction and it can do me no harm, then you will not focus on it. When you are not focusing on it, then it loses traction in your life. That's not saying that you do not take heed to any type of threat. Yes, you take heed to any type of threat. That's why you stay vigilant, because you're paying attention. But you can't take something that is made up. You can't take that as if it was a actual factual thing. A distraction is not a fact. A distraction is very subjective. It depends on you. It depends on how you perceive it. What life do you want to give it? Do you give it no life, or do you give it much life? Will it live for a long time in your story? Or will that chapter, will this situation only last for maybe a paragraph or so? Or will that situation run out through the entirety of your book? You can't pay distractions any mind. It's a trick of the enemy. It's a fear tactic, and fear is not real. It feels as if it's real because it's more of a mental game. It's a mental play on our emotions. So it feels as though it is real, but fear is not real. If you think back, most things that you have been fearful of may not have even happened. Fear, fear is much like the ego. If you use it properly, it can save your life. It can keep you away from danger. It should put you in a fight or flight situation. It should put your nervous system in fight or flight. That's what fear is meant to do. But people are people, and people tend to use and abuse knowledge that we obtain in tactics that are meant for one thing. People tend to use and abuse it for many other things and for ill intentions and ill will. So fear is not meant to stop you or slow you down in life. Fear is a distraction. It's to keep you off of your path, to delay you from from your destiny. Ultimately, it's a delay tactic. So while we're trying to make this winter an on purpose winter, let's be mindful that the greatest tactic of the enemy is to send people, send things, send situations into our life as a distraction. So be mindful not to take this distraction serious. It is only a strategy to try to delay you. So until next time, stay vigilant and stay clear of any and all distractions.